Today on the bench we have a Realistic STA 52B.
We're going to recap it, replace a switch, install new lamps, and find out where there's 2 volts of DC on the right channel. After cleaning it out, I installed new blue LEDs in the dial face, which turn green when combined with the factory yellow tint. The client loves them. What do you think? I also checked off cleaning the dirty knobs and faceplate, then re-adhered the loose dial glass with some 2-part epoxy. While that was curing, I tested the output transistors, and both in the right channel showed faults. I couldn't find any other failed components, so I matched a set of 4 new outputs and installed them with some new insulators and thermal paste.
So the right channel now has 2 millivolts of DC on it.
And the left has 3.5. I then set the bias to factory specs and went for a sound test.
Factory controls.
I removed the volume control and cleaned the PCB with rubbing alcohol, then sprayed it out with contact cleaner and dripped a bit of deoxit F100L inside it. Both channels test great, so I soldered it back in place and repeated the steps on the other controls. There's still a lot to do, so while I'm in the undercarriage, I cleaned the push button controls, then moved on to replacing capacitors in the preamp.
Boom! Power supply, the main amp, and the phono stage.
The 4 emitter resistors had doubled in value, so I also replaced them. After the recap, I did a full function test.
I was wondering why this meter was so dark. Somehow I managed to miss the light. And with the blue light in, it looks kind of cool.
I also sanded down an LED for the stereo indicator. Then I replaced the broken shaft in the input selector switch and the power button cap. These sure are great looking pieces of gear.